Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Silksong. This is episode 15, and the last episode was just incredible. We made our way through the mist, and we did end up taking on Phantom somewhere in here. Don't know exactly where, but Phantom just instantly one of my favorite boss so far in Silksong, easily, and just right up there in terms of just overall boss fights in any game. The atmosphere and the music and the style, the combat in the fight, everything about it was so good. Par excellence. They really knocked it out of the park. And I want to do that fight again. Someday, I'm sure there will be some content that will, even if it's just a new save file, I will be able to do that fight again. But for now, we have reached the Citadel once again. And the game has naturally, I was kind of thinking we might return to the Citadel after last episode anyways, and the game has naturally led us there. So let's get it started, and we'll kind of just start making our way through the unexplored portions that are near us here, at least in the Coral Chambers. Perhaps we'll explore, maybe we'll try to connect back to where we know. I'm not sure exactly which direction we'll head first, but let's start by upgrading. Let's see what we can do here. Let's check and see what we've got new in our, what new stuff has been added to. I always wonder what the new, when I see the new icon next to one of the inventory or other screens here on the pause menu, what did we, I guess it was our new skill, right? We have our new cross stitch ability that we need to try out. We need to find some enemies to deflect. So that is definitely on the agenda. And I think the other thing I'm going to do, I really have been liking this Reaper's Crest, and I kind of want to stick with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to give ourselves some more memory slots. Charm notches. I think we definitely want a blue notch. The blue tools seem, having at least the Weave Light and then one other ability to go along with it. Either the Fractured Mask or Multi-Binder. Or, I've kind of been liking the quicker heal. We could just equip the Polyp Pouch and try to up our damage a little bit more. I think either way, I am going to just use both of the memory lockets and unlock a blue slot. Let's lock that in, and let's also unlock another red slot. I think I like having the two different tools, especially as we are exploring. That feels like having that expanded utility is very nice. So what we'll do is we'll put the tacks. We'll try to play around with those more since that's our newest addition. And then I've been using the threefold pins a lot. Maybe let's bring in the curve claw again and give that another go. We could do the Pimpillo as well. It's nice that we have 7 of these now. And that could be a very nice like heavy hitter, but it could be a little bit tough to hit flying enemies. So I don't know exactly what we do. Maybe we hit flying enemies with the dash strike that we have here with the Reaper's Crest. We'll go with this lineup for now, and we'll see how things feel. And we will also equip that Weave Light. Do I just go ahead and give the Polyp Pouch a try? What do we go with? Maybe while we are exploring, I'll go with the Multi-Binder just to get a little bit more effectiveness, hopefully, out of my heals. When we're in a boss fight, having that quicker heal might be more of an advantage. So maybe we'll go with that for now, and we'll keep the Magnetite dice, or do we try this barbed bracelet? Increased damage taken, but also increased damage dealt only by the needle. I think this would be a lot more tempting if it just was a straight across the board damage increase to all sources. But man, when so many things are already dealing double damage, like we could experiment with this just to see, does it actually double the damage on top of that? Or is it like one additional mask? Taking 3 masks of damage when you have 6 from any enemy is Monka-esque, to say the least. So this weighted belt as well is one we could continue to play with. Or as we're exploring, just have our Magnetite Brooch on. I think we're okay to keep them. I'm liking this Carefree Melody. The additional protection that we get here and there, it's actually procced more often than I would have expected. So let's keep that the way it is, and let's press forward, I think, unless there are any... It could be that we would want to do, while we're here at the Bellway, it might be a good time for us to just do a quick check-in with some NPCs that are at least near-ish to some Bellways. So why don't we do that? Let's quickly check in with... Let's check our main hubs. The main hub area is Bellheart. That's literally where we have our home now. So we can check in there as a first stop and see if there's any updates, relevant updates or other happenings. Maybe there's a new set of deliveries that we could make for the couriers. I don't know, would we want to combine that with what we're doing exploring in the Citadel? I don't know. But just see if there's anything new here. We could buy something for our house, just to spend some rosaries. We'll quickly check with the pawn catcher guy here before he moves on. I think we've gotten that dialogue before. We've definitely met Frey. See if he has anything other than that. Okay, there's a couple different... I think we did see this before, right? There's a couple different varying lines of dialogue that the pawn catcher has. Okay, he cycles through his repeating dialogue, so that's good to check that off the list. All right. Do I want to spend... do we have anything else to spend rosaries on right now? I don't think so. So why don't we just add these gleam lights? Twine-strung globes filled with gleam flies. These will brighten up even the darkest bell. Let's go ahead and add those just to spend some rosaries. And make our pockets a little bit lighter as we head into unknown territory. So we'll get that set up in the bell home. Gleam flies. Gleamfly lighting. The Gleamfly lighting installation team hard at work. Take a look at that here after we talk with the brothers, just to see. Ooh, what is this? A queen's egg. Okay, so we have the bone bottom supplies, the pilgrim's rest supplies. I believe I saw in editing there was also another set of supplies that we didn't get the chance to try. It looked like it said Songclave supplies. Songclave, not an enclave, a Songclave. But then it went away, like it got replaced by this Pilgrim's Rest supplies. So I don't know where the Songclave is supposed to be. Hopefully we'll get another chance at that at some point. What is this Queen's Egg, though? We can deliver for a reward of 260. I kind of just want to see what they say. We might not do this delivery, but let's just get the dialogue. We is got requested times a many for this. A queeny egg of those eaters of silk. Wish from big sticky creature near many roaches caged. Wants it muchly. Oh, I know who they're talking about. They're talking about our slave. Oh my god. The mistress delivering a queeny egg. Big sticky creature. Yeah, sticks. The creature, I have met them, a timid fawning sort. Yeah, fawning, yeah, that's the word. Nonetheless, their tending of silk eaters can be a benefit for me. If a queen delivered could improve their harvest, I too would gain from the trade. So I guess if we deliver this egg, we get more silk eaters. Okay. Is that really a priority for us? We're not, if it turns out to be just like rancid eggs, I don't think we're gonna be desperate for it. But you know, we do all the things, we do all the quests, one way or the other. Miss Courier and Big Sticky Creature, both are like to liking things so grossly gross, we think you's a muchly strange. Okay, all right, does this one have a time limit on it? There does not appear to be a time limit, but it does look like there is a 4-hit limit. How difficult would this be to get to Sinner's Road? We know that, oh, it's over here. For a second, I thought it was here. There is more to do here, I guess. I don't remember what there was more to do. But we would have to go all the way. I presume we cannot go back through the mist. Although I don't even know if that would be better. It might just be, We could give this one shot, I suppose. We could give this one try just to see what happens. If it, I don't know, if I become annoyed immediately, then maybe we will change plans here. But we can see how it goes. We can see, especially if you get 4 hits, right? If you're not under a time constraint and you get 4 hits, I'm a little more inclined to at least give it a shot. It's a little bit of a sidetrack from what we were, you know, initially planning to do. And we also didn't even get to look at our house. I forgot to even look at my house, which I should have done. But I guess we are heading to Sinner's Road. And I'm guessing if I bump my head, I don't know if it's going to be like the Rasher's Courier, where you can't even take a bump on the noggin without decrementing your delivery hit counter. Whoa! Oh, this was here before. This is the wrong room. This is the wrong room. I thought this was a different room. This is where the bench, the bell bench, has sunk into the ground, supposedly. I think that's the reason for this little cubby hole here. There's no other reason for this to be here other than to show that the bench that was previously there has entered its state of decay. All right, hopefully we're not dealing with another more wing. And oh my god. I think we found our warden fly. Okay, yeah. Oh my god. Okay, so this was the guy I had asked previously. I had asked previously about an entry in the Hunter's Journal, which I'm not even sure if I'm going to be able to find. Was he among the Citadel bugs? I think so. Because there was one bug that I was like, I have no idea where we found this guy. Where was he? This guy! Heavy, hairy jailer responsible for capturing sinners and punishing prisoners. Apparently, I walked into a room in... Was it the Deep Docks? The comment, I don't remember now where it was. I should go back and look. But we ran into this guy one time before, and he tried to catch us in his cage, which I do now remember at least the cage, having seen it again in action. The cage was, I think I said before, it reminds me of the enemy at the start of Dark Souls 3 in the, I don't remember the name of the village, but it's on the way to the, it's on the way to the Balls Tree. For those who, if you know, you know. There was a bunch of guys with cages on their backs. And this guy's kind of similar. Queen's egg. Fragile egg containing a young silk eater queen. Though the queen cannot gather silk itself, with time and care, it could be raised to breed more silk eaters, delivered to Styx of Sinner's Road. Alrighty, I guess we've got a quest at least. We just gotta get by a warden fly. We just gotta get by this stinker, which maybe I can just run by you. I think I will do that. I think I will. We gotta go up this way, right? Correct? Yeah. Up we go. We do need to, you know, do the Hunter's Journal entry for those guys, but when you're in the middle of an important, very hit-sensitive delivery quest, then, you know, you have to make decisions. Decisions must be made. Why don't we though take a quick pit stop here at the halfway home just to see if there's anything new. I've never made that joke before in my life. Just we'll conveniently edit that part out to not make me sound like a dingus. Miss Grown-Up has hunted so much. So soon as time for new to venture out, she thinks keep your sights keen, for to meet in the wilds would be a delight. Yeah, I really liked that we had a chance encounter after the conch fly boss fight. That was a lot of fun. And I think I will go ahead and buy a drink just to get myself some additional silk. Give me some silk. And new dialogue? No, it looks like our barkeep is out of dialogue, which is fine. It's all right. We're not gonna grab the bench there. I want to keep my bench back at the Grand Bellway next. I want to keep the bench next to a bellway. All right, now this part's gonna be a little bit, maybe it won't be that annoying. I don't know. Maybe it won't be that annoying. Maybe it's actually going to be easy peasy. Yeah, why did I think that was going to be? It's once we get into Sinner's Road where things get a little bit more tricky, because now we have to avoid roaches, but we can hopefully do that very sneakily here. Don't even have to fuck with any of the roaches. I like this plan. This is a good plan. All right. We do have a simple key, but we're gonna keep our friend in his spot. I think we'll want to use that simple key in the deep docks, if I remember that location correctly. Oh no, 2 hits, are you kidding me? Okay, I should have just ran on by. I shouldn't even have fucked around. Should have just the problem is oh, that does not have the range that I was hoping it would. The problem is it's kind of more difficult to scale this room, isn't it? Isn't it easier to scale over here? How do we do this? This is probably going to be the end of this quest. Except that guy is actually pretty easy to pogo. All right. I was a little bit nervous there, but then I remembered that I had pogoed that guy previously to pretty good success. And I also remember that this guy you can kind of run right by. So we're getting close, but we've got one more guy to deal with here. One more guy to deal with. Let's see if we can figure this out. What is the best way? I'm not experienced yet with using my my parry, and it spends silk, so I'm anxious to, you know, spend that silk trying to practice. How do we do this here? How do we navigate? Okay, that's how you do it. Slow and steady. Wins the race. And then I think we can just float over and dash. Okay. All right, closing in. Can we navigate past a couple more sets of roaches? This is, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Do I need to go up above? Is it better to go up above? Not all the way, I don't want to. Oh shit, I think I attracted the attention of one of those roaches. Okay, we're gonna try to... Oh shit. Fuck. God damn it. Now I need to worry about dying. Let's go ahead and heal. Shit. Okay, well, there goes the end of that. There goes the end of that nonsense. I didn't realize I hadn't aggroed you, so beautiful. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Let's get out of here. All right, disappointment at the end. We were closer than maybe I thought we'd get, but then again, there's so many roaches in this section. The best way to do this is going to be to, you know, clear everything out. Clear everything out and then make your way without any enemies there. That's going to be the easiest way to do this. And I don't think I want to do that now. I think that will, because it feels like the only reward for getting this done is to get more Silk Eaters, which doesn't feel like a tantalizing enough prize for me. So we'll put that on the, you know, future to-do list. But we gave it a shot. We gave it our initial attempt here. Let's save and quit. Back to the menu, or back to the bench, and let's go back to Bellheart. I want to get that quest done because I like to do all the quests, but I don't want to devote precious recording time right now to meticulously, ever so carefully clearing out that that path on the way to Styx. So so that's where we will leave that for now and return in the future. Okay, I see our gleam lights. There they are. Gleam lights. Whee. Okay, cool. And I guess we'll bench here as well. Okay, cool. Gleam lights have been added. I was, you know, it's a cosmetic effect. That's all it is. It doesn't have, as far as I can tell, unless we play the needle in and the gleam flies like light up. That would be pretty cool if there were some special needle in interaction, but it doesn't look like it. Okay. All right, cool. So let's move on. And let's continue back to, let's go to Bone Bottom as well and see if anything is new there with Flick and other potential. We have not found, we don't know where Pilby is. Pilby has left, and I suspect he hasn't, you know, shown him in Bellheart or another very easily accessible place. So it's possible that we're gonna have to find him somewhere out in the worlds of Pharloom somewhere when we do backtracking. When we do another big old bound of backtracking. Okay, you're still worried about uninterrupted meditation, and Flick is still standing over here, but he did kind of wave us over. Which is indicating they had new dialogue for us. That's cool. Glad I caught you for a moment, miss. You've done a fair service to this camp, given much more and most. I'd been thinking on all your efforts and set to making a little something to repay 'em. It's only a token, really, but I've put all me talent into it, much as I've got. Something to keep you company on the lonely roads above. Hold on to it in your travels, and remember that you're always welcome down here with us. A hornet statuette, aka a hornet. I thought this was going to be like a monument in the village somewhere. It's a statuette, a small sculpture, inexpertly but painstakingly crafted as a symbol of enduring friendship. And it can break into 60 shell shards. Why would I ever do that? Why would I ever? This thing is staying in my inventory forever. Are you kidding me? My dude, thank you. Thank you, Flick. I appreciate it. Don't go thinking fear is keeping me from my own pilgrimage. It's just there's a lot of work still to do here and few bugs able to do it. Oh my God, Flick, you have made my day. A hornet statuette that is adorable and a symbol of the growing friendships. And Hornet the Hunter is also Hornet the expert networker and befriender of all bugs. At least not the ones that are not trying to kill her. That's all. Just it's not that high of a bar. Just don't be trying to murder me, and we can be friends. All right. So Hornet statuette in tow. Let's go. And I think anywhere else that we want to quickly check in. Like there are a lot of NPCs that I am curious to touch base with, but most of them are some distance from a bellway. I do want to go fill up my we have a fill up on our lifeblood, our what is it called, plasmium. Doc Ock down in the Wormways. A lot of places that I want to give a second visit, but I think I am more excited about getting back to the Citadel. So a couple little preliminary activities out of the way. Let's get back to checking out the Coral Chambers. I just love the atmosphere in the Citadel in general, and the Coral Chambers are maybe the... Well, we haven't really... I feel like there are so many areas in the Citadel that we haven't got to yet. So I'm excited to see all of them, of course. And, but I do love the atmosphere in the Coral Chambers. Would there be a Needlin interaction here? I don't know why there would be. But there's these fancy scrolls, which are probably all over the place, but I'm just kind of noticing them again for the first time. All these fancy scrolls back here that I'm curious to know what they mean. Okay, let's see what we're dealing with here. I feel like, yeah, I had a feeling there was going to be some folks coming to life. Oh my God, I got ran through. I got ran through immediately. How do I want to deal with you all? The answer is like this. Shit, I forget you always charge through. I don't have a heal. I don't have a heal. God damn it. Okay, so full disclosure here, one of the things I am trying to do is I am trying to practice. I'm trying to practice using the D-pad. So I've been using mainly the I've been mainly using the analog stick, and I kind of default to that still because I'm very comfortable with it so far, because that's what we've been doing the whole time. But I also have noticed that there have been some pogoing difficulties here and there with the analog stick because it's not always pointed downward when I think it should be. And so I had a friendly nudge from one of my trusted advisors, was saying that, you know, he always plays basically any Metroidvania using the D-pad. And that's what I'm trying to do here in the early going, but there is some unfamiliarity. And so I am definitely a little bit hesitant in some of my approaches here. Some of my attack patterns. Okay. So far, things are working out okay, but I am not using yet my parry. That's the other thing here. So in addition to learning to use the D-pad for combat, we got to remember to hit that RB button. Now that we're fully healed, we can hopefully work that into the equation. Let's check this little side room over here before we move upward. Also, we can once again bathe in the wonderful soundtrack of the Coral Chambers. Absolutely love it. Whose voice do I hear? Who do I hear squawking away down below? A funny little, a curious desk up here that I've now demolished. But, perhaps the person below would have been using this desk? Oh my god, seriously? So, did I forget about this? When you let go of once you activate your Drifter's Cloak, you can't let it go and reactivate it. I feel like I must have known that, but I guess I also hadn't tried it in a while, so I forgot. Is it Grindel? No. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's Grindel's friends. I don't know if they're his friends. Oh my god, we're just going back here for a Silk Eater. Oh my god. Okay, can I parry these guys? He just stole all my rosaries, by the way. But also that parry was amazing. Holy shit. And we get a Silk Eater. That parry, oh my god. Hornet absolutely just popped off. I gotta see that again, because I totally did not absorb it. We're gonna heal here. Well, we'll heal, because there's a little bit more silk to be gleaned from this pickup here. So we'll forego the additional silk that would be gained from hitting enemies. Okay, so a couple things. We gotta check the Hunter's Journal here. Dude, that parry was sick. I want to try that again. Another Silk Eater acquired, and now we have an entry for the Snitchfly. Freaking Grindel's. I feel like this is what we saw over in the Blasted Steppes. There's a place accessible via double jump, and there was definitely a Snitchfly that was running off into that area. Pernicious Looter found all over Pharloom. We only have to defeat 2 more to complete the Hunter's Journal. That would suggest that there's actually not that many of them, but I don't know. But that was crazy, dude. They would not just damage me, but knock a whole bunch of my rosaries out and then run around and like grab them. Like you have a moment. This would probably be one time having your magnetite brooch, your having the gathering swarm on would have been really OP in that scenario, because then I suspect your rosaries would come flying back immediately to you. I don't know if that's how that works. Maybe the Snitchflies just have their own. Maybe the whatever they knock loose wouldn't actually get attracted by the gathering swarm, but that dude, they freaking they knock your rosaries loose and then they run around just like scarfing them up. Absolutely hilarious. It's hilarious until I end up, oh my god, really? Okay, come here. I did the parry too early, I guess. I did it too early. No, and then I didn't unleash the Hunter Strike. This is going well. This is going well. He had his own parry stance. I forgot about that. I forgot that he has his own parry stance. Yeah, it's this, the constant dilemma. I want to use this cool new parry ability, but I also want to have Silk to heal. Because this game is hard, man. This game is difficult. It's tough. And if you don't have Silk to heal, it's even tougher. Imagine if we were wearing the double damage trinket. Holy fuck. All right, curious to see what this sign is all about, who these friends be. Oh, what the hell? Is this the guy we met before? We came and we found back in the, was it the Marrow? There was a traveling, this looks maybe slightly different, but I'm not sure. What does the sign say? Great bugs, you who weep as your kingdom fades, join me upon the stage. Together we shall inflame the passion of Pharloom. This is something different. This is a some sort of a performer. It's not the same guy. He just kind of has the same color scheme as the one vendor that was having us do the target practice to up our tool pouch capacity. But who this be? Who this inflaming the passion of Pharloom? You who weep as your kingdom fades. All right, well, we definitely want to do that, but we got to find our way around. Apparently this counts as a different part of the Citadel. It's interesting that we get... right, because... Yeah, that's right, because of the way the map works. When you go like this, you only see the coral chambers. And places like the Underworks or the Cog Core are only shown if you go to the full map. And then it sort of integrates those two sections. Okay. Okie doke. Shit. Okay, this guy we should be able to get some. I might farm you for a little bit of soul, a little bit of silk, I should say. Especially if we get a heal. And then we get to farm you for a little bit more. Just don't kill the guy. Do not kill. Only use for, well, the thing is, oh no, we actually did. I've noticed now, having used this silk generation, additional silk generation ability of the Reaper crest. I've noticed now. I don't think the guy killed himself falling on spikes, so I think we're okay. But I've noticed that, now we will. Oh, shit. Motherfucker. What? Wait, he took 4 hits. Takes 4 hits. Okay. So I ended up taking two dingus hits there. What am I trying to say? What exactly am I trying to say? I would like to think that I'm trying to say, before we... Oh, here we go. Okay, it's some of you. Can we pair you? Or do you even care that I'm here? Of course you care that I'm here. What am I doing? Okay, let's pull it together here. My mind sometimes, you know, your mind is a funny thing, and it can sometimes become very unfocused. And that's what just happened there, because I was trying to finish a thought and also not knowing exactly what I wanted to do against 3 enemies that looked like they weren't going to attack me, and then of course did, because they're enemies. The thought that I was trying to finish was regarding the Reaper's Crest. I was trying, very unsuccessfully. Shit. Was trying very unsuccessfully to say the fact that the additional silk that is generated by this Reaper's Crest, I have begun to notice that it's not always just one bit of silk. It's actually pretty, you sometimes get 2 or even 3 little orbs of silk. And of course you need 3 of them to fill up, but the first couple times that I had, oops, didn't get rid of you. The first couple times that I had used this Reaper Crest, we were only getting like 1 of those bonus orbs when we would hit the enemies. And I was like, oh, if you only get like 1 bonus orb, it doesn't seem very good. But it turns out, I don't know if it depends on the enemy that you hit. Don't tell me for sure. But Maybe depending on the enemy you hit or what attack you use, you can get additional orbs. Like we were sometimes getting 3 orbs generated by a single hit against what's her face, against Phantom. All right, new enemy here. New enemy type. A cogwork type enemy looks like. What is your secret move gonna be? Oh my god, they do burst into it, just a bunch of mechanical parts, which is incredible. Cog worker. Flighted automaton responsible for repairing and extending the core. All right, we're technically in the coral chambers, but we are right underneath the core. So they're working on. Could I actually hit myself if I damage myself if I go too high here? I'm gonna try it for science. Shit, you actually can. I mean, I guess it makes sense. Don't jump into the big spiky turning gears. Don't do it. Because why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. I noticed that the floor looked cracked here. But has it always... does it just look cracked all over the place? Is it a repeating? There's no other parts of the floor that actually look cracked. I don't know how I would break this. Like, maybe we're going to be getting a ground pound ability. But it also doesn't, you know, the ground doesn't react like it would in Hollow Knight if you were walking over a sus floor. I'm going to mark it just in case. I don't know exactly what this could be, but we're going to mark it. I feel like that's a very low probability marker. Very low chance that that's actually going to be something that we could interact with, but I just don't know for sure. I love this Hunter Strike for the Reaper's Crest. It's so good. Probably should have healed there first. Oh, see, the floor is cracked over here, so maybe it's nothing. I see that same cracked texture here as well. Okay, it's probably just part of the texturing, part of the environment. I'm actually gonna go ahead and remove the marker right now. I think I'm just way off base on this. It's just one of these things. Like, I haven't maybe used a marker in a little bit, and I want to use a marker, but I don't think there's actually one that belongs there. Let's go ahead and heal here to spend our silk, and then maybe we'll practice. Actually, let's practice our parry. That was cool. I don't like that it... Oh shit, what the fuck? Where did you come from? I don't like that it kind of left us in a position where we were immediately hit by the enemy. I don't love that. So we'll have to practice and see. Oh, this was locked to us before. Oh, I didn't realize that. I guess that's why I didn't explore in this direction, because this door was locked. Cool. So that is open to us now. And does that open up anything we couldn't access before? It doesn't look like it. Shit! That guy just keeps rolling, man. He just keeps rolling and he don't stop rolling. Oh my god. Okay. So, cool. That is now... We're not going to grab the bench above us, I don't think. Even though I am curious. Maybe well, I don't want to respawn all these enemies. I'm curious about the fact that there is this little opening here, or Does that connect to where we are? I don't think so. I think I'm going to check it. I am going to recheck that without benching, if I can do that relatively easily. Although these guys come to life, don't they? Almost navigated that expertly. But not quite. Yet. Okay, maybe I'm gonna change flights. Navigating this place is hectic, man. It's hectic. Let's just go back though. I want to remind myself. I'm curious to remember. The other thing that's happening here is I am like I'm sort of like switching between control stick and D-pad as I'm like, when I'm panicking a little bit, I'm engaging in a little bit of panic sometimes and going back into the comfort zone of control stick. Whoa! I forgot that that guy does that. I forgot that he does the suicide move. Okay, cool. Yeah, if you get them at just the right range, you can get so many extra hits from the curve claw. That is nice. All right, we're hanging in there. Hanging in there, basically in the same spot that I was when I came into this room the first time. No bench, but let's see. Did I go this way? I had to have gone this way. Had to have gone this way, right? I had to have gone this way. Did I just not explore downward? Did I just not go down here? What was I doing before? I must have said like, we'll leave this for later. And I just didn't explore in this direction. Okay. Okay. We'll want to get a heal here pretty soon. Did I come down here or not? I seriously do not remember. I don't know for sure. I need to see something that is of recognizable origin to really clue me in. These steam vents down here. I feel like I've not been here. Have we been here? How can we tell? Are there spikes below me that if I fall directly down, I'm going to take damage? Oh, fuck. Let's heal. And then get the extra silk. There we go. Okay, so is there anything, any reason to be down in this little... As far as I can tell, we were already up above. So that just kind of loops around on itself. Okay. And so then that leaves over here. The other thing that I'm not verbally noting, but I always just kind of, we've talked about it before, is just the intricate details in every single area, even this dark, dingy little tunnel. You drop down into this spot here and you see like these fans in the background and all this clutter, these unique assets that are all over the place. It just makes it feel so like, you know, it's not stale. It's anything but stale. These environments, they just put so much effort into. You can see why it took him 7 years. You can understand why. We did just drop down into here. So it actually did connect into this tunnel. We could have also connected from above. And this would have been a way for us to make it into this section of the coral chambers. I don't think we still would not have been able to make it to the... Oh, these little cog workers respawn. We would not have been able to make it to the phantom fight. The phantom fight would have still been, I think, blocked off to us. This guy respawns. Chance to practice parrying. Okay, so I think... Wait, these guys all respawn. That parry is very powerful. You just need to be cognizant of getting away from the enemy when you're done. It does look like they give you a little bit a little bit of a brief moment of iframes, perhaps. You have just a brief time to escape before you do take damage from the hitbox. So that's good, because I want to. This parry is a lot of fun. Actually, being able to parry and riposte enemies, and put that significant damage into it feels very nice. And the timing so far has not felt. Okay, I thought I was going to be able to. I wanted to see if I could parry a stomp. That it doesn't feel like the kind of move that I'd be able to parry. Never mind. Never mind. You can parry anything if you just put your mind to it. You can parry it all. Just believe. Just believe you can parry. Yeah, let's keep going up. Keep going into new territory. Thought for sure this guy was gonna come to life. He is coming to life. It just... I got pretty close to him and he hadn't woken up yet. And so I was doubting my initial suspicion. The music here, man, is just so... It's so uplifting. That's the word that comes to mind. Uplifting. Too early. Too early on the parry. You guys have a lot of health, don't you? Lots of health on that enemy. What were they called again? I don't think we're close yet to filling out. There's 16 more of the reeds to fill out. I hadn't noticed any procs yet of the Hunter's Journal. Filling out those Hunter's Notes. Dude, that is so cool. I wasn't sure exactly how that would react because he was far away. And he was far enough away where I was like, is this even gonna hit him? But it actually displaces Hornet to the position of the enemy that she's parrying. So this might even work with ranged attacks as far as, we should try it. I hadn't even thought to try it on ranged attacks. I'm just like, oh, we're not gonna, she's just gonna do her little flurry near where she is, which is kind of similar to how Phantom did it. Phantom, it felt like when we would trigger her riposte, she would do her flurry, but in place from wherever she was standing. She wouldn't move to where Hornet was and then do the riposte. That looks like what we're doing. We're actually moving to where the enemy is before we do the counter, which is so cool. Okay, so the range attacks can be parried, but it doesn't necessarily mean that Hornet's gonna end up where you think. She doesn't go all the way to the enemy. Man, that Hunter Strike is so good, especially against flying enemies. Ooh, I do see a broken glass that we can shatter. Although the map was cluing us into this one, that there is a room up here to explore. Okay, we see a shiny, but how do we get to it? How do we get there? Presumably from up above. I'm certainly not going to be able to trigger this switch from below. So, perhaps there is a sus... I initially thought this might be a sus wall. Doesn't seem like it. I don't think there's any... No crawl space there as far as I can tell. Perhaps, though, we could go above. there might be something up here. We'll have to keep this one in mind. I think there is going to be. If we keep going up, let's just keep going up. Did I check this platform? Love the coral chambers. It also is a challenging environment to visually parse, especially when there's like a pretty obvious cracked wall, but then it can be hard to pick even out. Even the obvious cracked walls can be difficult to get them to stand out sometimes. All right, we are turning some sort of massive... Okay, this is totally giving me vibes from one of... I don't remember what tree or level it was in... Was it Ori 2? I think it might have been the second Ori game. But there was an entire dungeon that had these large spinning contraptions that was just phenomenally well designed. Such a fun level to go through. It's not quite like that. This is just a little antechamber that is being turned temporarily. However, what I do feel like I'm seeing, it's pretty dark, but I think I can just make out... Well, we can see it from the map, can't we? There is a way to navigate to either the left or the right, but I don't know if we can do it from here, because if I hit this lever, I don't know which lever it would be easier to do. This one here? No, it immediately... Oh my god. That's funny. No, so you can't activate it from here and still get inside of the little loop-de-loop. You've got to get down to the sides. You've got to get on the horizontal level, which presumably we would do from... Yeah, we would do that within the core. Okay. So this secret here is going to be something that we get... Let's go ahead and just mark it as there is a secret there, but we can probably get that by navigating down through the core, coming across here, through the loop-de-loop from the side, and then there would be some sort of way to navigate down into this room from above. That's my guess. Save it for later. We have basically now made the connection back to where we were previously. I keep triggering the repose. I keep triggering the repose. I keep triggering the repose. Oh no, you fucking hell. Too early on the parry, but fortunately you went over my head. I did the boomerang the wrong way. I still at least got a little hit on you. Man, that parry stance is annoying. But we got you. You are out of here. There's a room to the left, and it looks like that's probably the last thing to do here. We've got a little bell flyer to deal with as well. See if we can get you. See, we got 3 bonus orbs from that one little flyer. And then I completely missed my Hunter Strike, and I didn't pick up the bonus orbs because I forget they expire. Yeah, these flyers are definitely... The design on so many of these flyers is to have a little move that when you go in to strike them, they quickly back up. That time it wasn't quite quick enough. But so many of these flyers are dodgy. Dodgy motherfuckers. What is this? Oh, there is a room to the side here. Oh, but we've been in here before, haven't we? This one I think we have been in. Because the map shows that we've been in here. I don't necessarily remember exactly what was over here. But it does eventually connect to... Oh, there is a fast travel here. We should check in with the guy. Okay, yeah, this is good now. I forgot that this leads to... Is it called the first shrine? We'll head this way in a moment, but let's first check this other room. There's an NPC, who I forget the name of, that we want to check in with there. Another locked... Oh, this is locked from that other side. But we can still get through here. So maybe... we probably should have dropped down here to unlock this passage. So we're going to have to go back through that room, I think, with all the... with all of the big reeds, the grand reeds. Machine with a symbol of silk. Oop. Oh. The little cog worker. I thought he was going to attack us. Looked like he had his eyes on us. I don't think we need silk right now. So I don't think I need to spend the rosaries just to get my silk filled up. Do these guys attack me? If I don't do anything, do they attack me? He just keeps working. That's kind of cool. So that means we could use the pendulum. The core. Holy. Work. Eternal. Ah, and then he attacks. So as long as you don't... Apparently, using the needle in is considered a hostile act. And subject to intervention. Subject to aggro. Lift it. Fix it. Me? To mend. The core? Holy. Let's get one more. Try to do this at least 3 times. We have not been doing as much silksonging with enemies as I would like. Even though there is some repeat lines with some enemies. To mend, to serve, lift it, fix it, me. See, the thing is we don't have to pay for silk here because we could actually just charge up on this guy, can't we? Unless he has a... They don't seem to be the most dangerous enemy so far as I can tell. If that's the only move you've got, I think we're gonna be okay. Even though you back away like so many other enemies. But we can, why spend 40 silk, or 40 rosaries to get silk when you can just get silk from that guy? That's the sucker's ploy there. I do wish that we got more silk generated from using a hunter strike. We still only get the one. That was always a little bit of a bummer with the nail arts, and it looks like it's carried over here with the needle strike. I always thought to myself, like, you know, I love the extra damage from a needle strike, but why not also give me extra soul or extra silk? Why not reward me doubly for taking the time to charge up my attack? I think that would be a good change. What do you think? Let's get the petition started for Team Cherry to patch in double silk generation via needle strikes. Let's do it. I think that's a good idea. Is this the dude chanting at the shrine, though? No, there is somebody... There is somebody down below. There is somebody down below in this room. That's what. We passed through this room before. I don't know that I looked down, but I feel like we can just see, like, the top. Is that their shadow? The little pointy-headed top of whoever is doing that chanting. I forgot you're here too. I forgot you're in here. Get away from me. Those guys are less predictable. Less predictable than other flyers. Not my favorite. Yo. Oh. Oh. This is the Songclave. This is the Songclave. Songclave. Oh. Wow. So that's what this guy, it's the caretaker, isn't it? And it's another wish board. We have another hub to check in for quests and such. That's awesome. That is so cool. And another rest spot right out here in front. a very fancy throne-looking bench. Let's talk to the caretaker first, and then we'll take a look at the wishboard and whatnot. Well, well, see here what your brash behavior has wrought, Bellringer. Just as I predicted, this once peaceful sanctuary is now crawling with all sorts. We've the beginnings of a shabby little settlement all huddled around this old shrine. These poor bugs, all are victims of the Citadel and its insidious attraction. This place draws them up into its maw, only to consume them utterly.
Not a miss.
Aye, inside and out. It's nothing but a grand gilded lie. Well, at least these few stragglers can enjoy a moment's safety. Poor fools. I wonder what exactly... So we've got whoever is this being or entity who is kind of at the center of everything, who we will, I'm sure, confront someday. The possibly worm, possibly weaver, we don't know for sure, but it's a godlike bug. We know Lace serves that bug, but maybe not of her own free will, not sure. But why exactly is this being drawing all these bugs into the Citadel? Is it just to have them for sustenance? To actually consume them as just its food? Or is it just what it does? You know, it's by its existence, it can't help it. It's just in its nature. Like worms just exist and they pull other lesser bugs into their thrall, into their control. Huh. Bellringer, you might think me a dullard, but I understand this place and have well good senses. Brought here, weren't you? From beyond the border of our lands? You are correct. The one who waits atop this citadel. Through their hospitality, I arrived in this kingdom. Hospitality. I seek now to return that welcome in kind. Wink, wink. Huh. Beastly words, them. Finely spoken, but beastly all the same. I just pray you don't bring any more unneeded pain down on the heads of these gormless little pilgrims. It's so funny that we were just talking about the Sonclave earlier. Like, where's the Sonclave? Ta-da! Answer received. Don't think I ain't seen it, Bellringer. A whole lot of helping you've been up to, both here and down below. It's a strange mantle you're taking for yourself, seeing all them bugs saved and wishes promised. You find it strange, sir? I found some solace in the service, and the rewards received have proved a boon to my journey. Aye, but it ain't your place now, is it? I see well what you are, weaver and more. It's below your station. You ain't no common sort meant for carrying on us low folk. I could say the same for you, who still chooses to remain cowled. You continue to pose as only a simple pilgrim. Don't you think it's past time you ceased the performance? Oh, there is more to the caretaker that Hornet has perceived?
Elos.
Leave off, old one. Permit a bug their small disguise. It's been a pleasant thing to play simple, and I weren't calling for a change even if you seem insistent on bringing it. What? 1 second while I get a hydrate. And think about the implications of old one, capital O, capital O. Is this just a reference to her connection of being a weaver or being related to the weavers? And of course, who is this? She sees that this is somebody in disguise. I'm wondering, is it somebody we know from Hollow Knight? Or is it just some completely new character who is actually way more powerful than they're letting on? Change was unavoidable, sir, whether I arrived or not. The monarch stirs. Its threads stretch far. My presence only accelerates the inevitable. So what you're hoping for, eh? Planning to usurp? To perch above us all as queen? Build up our hopes only to string us all in your own beastly web? Such is the way of weavers and gods both. Okay. That line at the end there, the weavers and gods both. They are making a distinction between those two, which to me suggests that it's more likely that this creature is of the worm variety if Lace referred to her as godlike. But who knows, maybe it's a whole different sort of creature altogether. Fascinating dialogue. Really, really, really. I had initially taken the caretaker as a really consequential lore figure. It's exciting. Here they limply lay, the castaways and the disillusioned, and the used up. It's a sorry settlement you've summoned, Miss Bellringer, and a blasted bother for me. Not sure we have anything to offer him. Not even hope. Let's also speak with you. I wondered for a second if this was Pilby, but the horns look different, right? Pilby just had the one single horn. So we still don't know where Pilby is. So you found this place too, sister? This citadel's grand promise has been strangled away by cursed thread, but at least the great bell here grants us some sanctuary. We're amongst the blessed few, granted just a little more living. Scared pilgrim. At first I read it as sacred pilgrim. Scared pilgrim. Makes a lot more sense. The citadel chose us, granted us a little more living. For what purpose, though? Who could say? I think we probably did the Pindolin or the Needlein before. I keep calling it the Pindolin. I think it's a good name. If Hornet were actually wielding a pin, it would fit. I think we did this before, but let's do it again, just to see. We might also get some song from the other people around. Are we chosen? Only a simple bug. Dear Pharloom. A kingdom lost. Yeah, I do remember this. Where is your light? I do remember that from before, but it did look like this bug in the background was singing. So I might have mentioned this previously. Let's see if you have any. Was it our sin? Dear Pharloom, are we the chosen? Are we the last? I think that's the same as what the caretaker was saying, right? So I think sometimes we have been getting other creatures within the environment who have been singing alongside that I might not have noticed. We might sometimes be getting like combined songs from 2 or more characters, and those lines are kind of interwoven, and I hadn't caught on to that fact before. I'm gonna try to be more cognizant of that fact. Let's also check the wish board. There's 3 wishes here. Wow. There's a donation quest, there's a hunt quest, and a wayfarer quest. Let's get the other 2 for sure, because we'll do those as we go. Residents of Songclave are requesting fine pins. Our settlement sits defenseless. No more. When the worst comes, we must stand ready. Bring us pins of the choir bugs, those blades still sharp and strong. Okay, will do. Fine pins, indeed. And the Wandering Merchant, also residents of Songclave. The old merchant pilgrim Jubilana was seen wandering down in the coral chambers, but she never made it up here. Has some foul fortune befallen her? Ooh, okay. I mean, we'll take this, but it does make me wonder, now that we have explored the coral chambers quite a bit, where would she be? Hopefully they will be generous with the little breadcrumb quest tracking things that we pick up, and that we can make our way to her fairly easily. Okay. Okay, so let's also check out the other quest, or the donation quest. Building up Songclave, caretaker of Songclave. If this place must provide shelter for every ragged bug who wanders in, will need supplies and currency. So if you're reading this, empty your pockets. Oh my gosh, what a sales job. What a sales pitch. How much money do we have actually? How much money do we have? Oh, more than enough. We have these choir bugs. They got rosaries on them. We basically picked up all the rosaries that we needed for this quest just in that one little ascent up through the citadel. That was great. Let's do it. We are happy to fill the coffers of the Songclave, and we also now know where the delivery needs to be made. Oh god, making a delivery to this place all the way from Bellheart. Oh man, I don't know. I don't know if that one's gonna be worth it. If you cannot use the frickin' bellways, and I presume the pneumatic tubes as well, you wouldn't be able to use. So we have 2 benches now. We have the bench here, and we have the bench outside. Let's sit on the bench outside. Just because we haven't sat in this one yet. And it's more of a chair as opposed to a bench. But either way, it fills in our map. So now we get to take a look at what we have, what we've done. This room here is off the map. I've already forgotten what was in this room. Was it locked to us? But I think it leads into some other part of the Citadel. Probably the part that's connected to our actual pointy hat. Was that who we saw in the chamber below here? The pointy-hatted individual who's been added, one of our dreamers that's been added to the map. I suppose we have 2 pointy hats. This guy's got a bit of a pointy hat here as well. Although this is more of a treble clef. The point there at the end is part of the clef, which you've got going on. And then I can't help but think of Mr. Did I say this before? But this totally looks like if instead of Onion Head, our Onion Knight, Mr. Sigmire, if instead it were an egg-shaped onion. That's what you would end up here. That's what this other dreamer looks like. I'm calling them dreamers for now because I don't have a better name yet, or at least the actual name has not been seared into my my memory. Okay, we've picked up. Let's just make sure we've got all the dialogue. I think we do at this point. Just make sure about that. And okay, cool. So then let's go back in this direction because we'll have to navigate past the Grand Reeds, I think. These guys should still be here. That was close. That was close. Man, I wanted to not have 2 of you on my case. Oh my god, I'm gonna die just from fucking... I can heal. What am I doing? I can heal. I panicked there, is what I did instead. Okay, man, when they chase you down, good lord. You got no chance. Hornet's fast, but she ain't that fast. Where's my cocoon gonna be? My cocoon's like in the middle of them. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the legit way. No! Fuck! I hate the fact that this enemy is random like this. I think that's what's unnerving about the Claw Maidens. It's that they just randomly pop out of the ceiling. You got your hands full with a freaking 2 damage Grand Reed, and all of a sudden, Claw Maiden. Nah, I'm gonna ambush you from behind. I'm gonna add my 2 cents in here, and oh, I thought I saw another one. I actually saw the chandelier in the ceiling instead. This would actually be a really good enemy to parry, wouldn't it? That is so cool. If they are close enough, Hornet will actually go ahead and like target the enemy, or she will transport to the enemy. I love that. Man, they have a lot of health. Okay, but keep on the move. Keep your Hunter Strikes going. And everything will turn out just fine. Everything will be fine. And there's my cocoon. I wish I could... I want to get... this is how I want to do this. I want to get 1 hit. Run away. Well, not... like this. That did not work as smoothly as I was hoping it would, but there we go. It worked out. One way or the other, it worked out. Why did I not... Did I just not... I never poked my head down in here, did I? I just didn't do it. I never even poked my head in here. So we could have actually navigated... We did not have to go through the Cogwork Dancers, did we? We had the Cogwork Dancers fight here, but we didn't have to go through that in order to get to the Songclave. We could, if I had gone through here and down here, I could have gone all the way up here, all the way around here. I think there might have been something that would have barred my way that I'm not accounting for, but I think we could have made it all the way over to this spot. Huh. Huh, huh, huh. Very interesting. Need a double jump for this, as far as I can tell. So, okay, now that we are... Why don't we just quickly... Well, unless there's a grand read in my way. Okay, never mind. Maybe I was just going to go back to the cog core. I think I do want to go to the cog core. We'll go through one more grand read here. See if I can get you out of my way and I can move forward. Then I will go back to the core. But I suspect this is just going to say the same thing that it has said previously. Pilgrim of Pharloom Eternal, you are chosen who hath ascended to this final threshold. Listen to our wish, deliver it, that you may rise above and see your pilgrimage end. Oh, they're actually going through, each one of them is giving, but I think this is what we've heard before, probably. We would hear the song of the architects at the core of the citadel, they who sustain our realm, its walls, its floors, and its voice. Even as others fall silent, we would hear the voice of the keepers within their grand vaults, and then the melody of the conductors high in their gleaming towers. That I do remember. Regale us with our threefold song that you may rise above and worship before our kingdom's divine heart. The kingdom's divine heart, I presume to be the godlike bug that awaits, who potentially is the one responsible for, I don't know, commissioning the construction of all these cogwork creations. All these automatons are of her. I mean, just like the Citadel itself, right, is all as a result of her. Is that part of why the bugs have been brought into her thrall? I keep going back to that line because it's stuck in my head from Hollow Knight. Kingdoms and... It's the Mr. Mushroom line, isn't it? Kingdoms fall, but time goes on and kingdoms fall. I don't remember the exact line, but bugs forever drawn into the thrall of the worm. Anyway, that is... What is the point that I'm getting at with all this? I don't exactly know. Other than that, I'm not wanting to... What I want to do is I just want to go back to the bench. Let's go back to... Quit to menu. Get our little... Our handy little bench warp here. And I'm just curious about... I'm continually wondering about who is this creature that we're going to eventually meet? And are they responsible? How, in what way are they... To what extent are they responsible for the Citadel and these cogwork creations, the cogwork dreamers? How is it all gonna fit together? What I want to do next now, we have basically fleshed out all of the coral chambers. I'm gonna quickly head back here through the pneumatic tube back to the Grand Bellway. And let's just check that room that I didn't remember what was there. Quickly check this room to remind myself. I do love me, though, this new deflect skill. It is so freaking amazing. The fact that Hornet more or less, like, hones in. Oh, no, I gotta go... I gotta make my way past all of you. I gotta make my way past all of you. Okay, there we go. I wanted to go back up here. Oh, that's right. There were these 3 masks here. Oh, that's what this was. Okay, so this is locked to us until we make it to somewhere else. Who knows where else? Somewhere in here. I think, oh, now it makes sense. We would have to navigate down here. It's part of this, the whirligig, whatever we call it. This circular vent way, passageway that when you rotate it horizontally, we'll be able to go in this direction and presumably navigate into the realm of this pointy-hatted dreamer, and that would be the part of the citadel that we would need to get a map for, and it would probably connect to this room. Okay, so now that we've made that connection, now that that is there, let's head back down. And let's head across the citadel to the other side. Specifically, we're gonna go next to the spa. I guess it's just called the Coral Chambers. The Ventrica stop at the entrance, quote unquote, to the Coral Chambers. But this is where I want to go, and we will navigate upward to the bench. What I want to do is I want to go back to this spot here that I don't remember. I feel like it goes out into a new area that we decided not to explore. And I suspect it might lead to the next part of our Pale Oil quest. That's what I'm hoping, at least. So let's make our way there. Figure out how to get back to this. Oh, okay, this is... I thought there were enemies in the way, but this is a straight shot, I think, to the bench that's by the hot springs, which is what I want. And I also want to stop in the hot springs ever so quickly, just to get a bunch of silk. We'll see if Sherma's here. Sherma's not here. Sag. Come back, Sherma, please. I think I'm still okay with the loadout that we've got. Let's keep this loadout and head back in this direction. I do not remember what this red marker is. Is it the shiny that was behind these locked? Oh no, what the hell? Oh, I suspected there was a shiny that is inside. I hear a shiny to the right, somewhere within this darkened area of the room, but I couldn't quite tell where there would be a secret passage that would get us to that. But I definitely hear a shiny. Definitely hear a shiny. Even if I completely remove the music, which we did this, I think. If we turn down the music all the way. It is very faint. I might just be hearing things and wanting there to be a shiny hidden over in this side of the map, but I'm gonna leave this marker here because I think there is a shiny, but I could be wrong. I could be wrong because I definitely don't see how. Like, I don't think we're breaking through the floor. I had speculated that maybe there was some way to pass through this. Maybe there's like a sus part of the wall that I just haven't hit. I haven't hit the entire part of the chamber yet. The chamber. This vertical passageway. I don't know. It feels like there should be a secret there. My Hollow Knight brain is sus. Yeah, that's right. We came out on this bridge and I said, oh, I don't have a map for this spot. I'm not going to go any farther because the music went away and I'm scared. It wasn't that I was scared necessarily. I just didn't want to go to a different part of the map yet. But now we are going to a different part of the map. It is time. Do we have a boss fight in front of us? Maybe. I feel like these guys are coming to life. No. No needle in prompt either. Some of these guys have to come to life, right? Or they are just here simply to show that they were toting some stuff across the bridge here, and then they just gave out. No, I knew it. 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 Dude, when you can hit both of them, oh, that is such value. I don't know if I can do that again. I don't know if I can do that again, but that was so sick being able to hit both of them like that with the parry. I love it. I hate that I'm not facing the right way sometimes with my, oh, there's our quest item. I forgot about the quest item. You have to pick those up, but fine pin, get, which we can probably read about here. Common weapon of Pharloom, still in good condition despite long use. An expertly crafted metal rod with a sharpened tip. Just what I would expect from that description. Just what I would expect. Ooh, we actually got a bunch of silk from you. Love it when that happens. Love me some silk. So some of them, they're toting their carts across to the slab. Brand new zone. The slab, huh? They're toting across the carts to the slab, and they just, you know, they can't keep going anymore until they get some new life breathed into them, some new silken command and control from up above. Okay, we're probably gonna open that. Was there... Yeah, I can climb up here. What is in here? Is that something I can break open? Why is that glowing? As though there's like an item in there. Maybe I can interact with these later. It's possible, like that looks like a shiny that we should be able to loot, but my... No! I just needed to break it, that's all. I was interacting with it, I just needed to keep going. Braid Rosary Strength, nice. This musical theme, there's some sound effects that are involved here that I'm not quite sure if they're part of the music or part of the zone. Like you hear some chains rattling. You also hear like, I don't know, a hammer or something that's some sort of tool striking, I don't know, a big bell or something? I'm not totally sure what the sound is, but is it part of the music? I suppose I could test. I could lower the music and find out. Lower the volume temporarily. The slab. It felt like this was a room that was gonna... Like, these platforms were gonna give way as soon as I stepped on them. They do just barely give way, which is another... It's just one of these details that I love. When Hornet steps on, puts her weight on a platform. This music is unsettling, I gotta say. Unsettling. New enemy. I almost forgot. We can do the needling. I've been forgetting our attempts to glean Silksongs from you all. The problem is not everybody responds the way that I want them to. Or if I'm by toil, by torment, why was I born in the filth? You are the sinner. Oh God. He spit goop at me. That was disgusting. That was disgusting, sir. Do not do that again. Oh, I got him. And then I let him go. I'm clean, I'm cleaner. What? You are the sinner. By toil, by torment. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's like sticky goo. And so I'm like momentarily immobilized That's just beautiful. Just absolutely never do that again. It doesn't damage me though, does it? Oh, I love the parry. Parry is so sick. And the timing is not too difficult so far with most enemies. There's obviously going to be some enemies that are going to be trickier to time, but ooh, a bellway. Most of these enemies so far have not been too tough to get the timing on. The sticky goo. You stinkers. Stop it. Stop it. Give me that shard bundle. Okay, see, this is the other reason why I have hesitated using the D-pad on this specific controller. Oh, God. That's interesting. I actually got a hit on him, but he also managed to get me with the sticky goo. It's this particular controller that I have. It's an Xbox-style controller. I have been satisfied for the most part with the controller, but it does have a bit of an issue with the D-pad because what I wanted to do there was press up. I wanted to press up and fire my curve claw, but if you don't hit exactly up, you have the chance to hit up and to the left ever so slightly. Hitting up has a chance to trigger it. The left input can also be the way my thumb is positioned. I'll have to work on this so that I'm not also going left when I mean to just press up. Because that's what I did. I turned around and fired my curve claw in the wrong freaking direction. It's gonna be a work in progress. Okay, where's this? Where do be this bellway? Where do this be? This music is very unsettling. I don't like it. Can we change tracks? Oh, what the hell's this? Oh my God, sinner, born in filth. This little freaking fly. Does he dash at me or anything? Or does he just do no escape, no light? He immediately reminds me of the, what were they, the Gru's flies? Born in filth, no escape. Like the Gru's flies? Is that what they were called? There was like a Gru's mother. So I'm thinking like the babies were called Gru's flies, but I don't remember for sure. There's a bigger bug here that this fly, there's a bigger bug that's dead. That this fly was, I don't know. I don't want to know what the fly was doing. It wasn't eating the corpse. That's not what flies do. They lay their eggs on the corpses. It's a scab fly. Sticky young fly, born and grown in service to the slab. What the heck does that mean? In service to the slab? And you have the guard flies. Boy, these guys look like they've been around a while. Starved servant of the slab, bearing a hooked long pin. Is this a... I'm wondering, is this on the floor? No, it's not a warden fly. Maybe the needle-in will tell us something. No, guess not. Okay, don't know for sure. But I had a pretty, well, we were trying to find a stagway down here, so this door had to open, right? This corpse is very suspicious. I feel like there's more to do with this corpse, but... Oh, there's actually a bunch of them, aren't there? Okay, we're gonna heal, because there may not be a bench here. Ah! One of them did come to life. I should have seen that coming. Okay, can I get the extra silk here, please? Before it disappears, thank you very much. Alright, where is this fly at? It feels like these, yeah, that was the thing with the Gru's mother and the Gru's flies is, well, the Gru's mother would eventually, like, go haywire, bouncing off the ceiling and the floor, but normally it was just flying around in just a very single speed pattern, and that's what this guy seems like he's doing. I I didn't get a chance to needle in that penitent. Oh my god, it's a penitent one. I was gonna tell the story. The reason that I've been not using the D-pad is because on this controller, I was finishing up some stuff with Blasphemous, which we do have that playthrough here on the channel. Blasphemous is a awesome game. I'm hoping to eventually get around to the sequel to Blasphemous. Once Silksong is over, we might consider that. But the penitent one, using the D-pad in Blasphemous specifically also has some difficulties because of the way ladders work. And I found that trying to climb ladders and using the D-pad was really a nightmare. So so that also steered me in the direction of the joystick. We'll keep working on the D-pad stuff. Work in progress. Penitent, humbled prisoners serving their sentence for sin committed within the citadel. Penitent one in silence. Oh my god. I was right to be... Don't tell me I need a simple key for this. Oh, it's a lock with the mark of apostate. So I need a whole new key altogether to even like get access to the stagway. So do I not have a stagway? Is that what you're telling me here? The apostate. God damn it. I see the pressure plate now. Both me and the bug that's sitting there dead. Neither one of us initially saw that pressure plate. Devious little trap. There's nothing on this side though, I guess. So other than Team Cherry just once again trolling us. It is pretty funny, all the different the lychee maggot infested water that drains you of your silk. And also the see, this is what I was thinking might this is steering us. We're going in the direction of potentially connecting to the Blasted Steps. And maybe a new portion of the Blasted Steps would actually have the next ingredient that we need for the Pale Oil quest, which is the, what is it, a crusty nugget? Oh, wait a second. There's a stagway sign here. Bellway. So then, okay, we need to then mark this. I need to mark this door here. Let's mark this with, I'm out of red markers for locked doors. So what have we substituted? What have we put in the place of red doors? Or are we using the silver, not silver, the bronze marker or the dark chrome marker? We'll do this one, I guess. Doesn't really matter that much. All we need to know is that there's a thing to come back for here. Which, by the way, I did sort of forget, didn't I? One of my things that I was going to do is I was going to check in this spot that had the... We've got this key. The white key. I totally forgot about this. I was going to give a look in the Citadel and check out the white ward, but we'll have to come back around to that. We shall circle back at a later date. For now, we're going to see, though, if we can find a... Oh, well, we have found a bench. So I guess we're taking that bench. And then soon enough, we may have a bellway as well. Ooh, I can... There's a ledge up here. Can I make it up there? Or do I need a double jump? It looks like the way they're... This is difficult enough where it seems like I need a double jump. But there's clearly a hole in the ceiling. And it sure feels like we can navigate through. I'm also hearing very faint sounds from a character that's up above. Maybe it's a flea. All right, well, this is one to mark for a double jump. I have one more yellow marker, quote unquote. We'll use that as our last double jump marker, and then we'll have to transition to... Oh, that's actually a good idea. Because I think maybe I was going to start using this marker as the double jump marker. So let's put the dark chrome in the place of that one. The coloring scheme. The coloring scheme is very important to make sure that you Know what you're going back for. I still don't have a consistent coloring scheme with my markers. Who am I kidding? What I do, though, have is a new bellway. Sweet. Let's go. All right, bellway get. And I feel like I hear the wind howling in this direction. Sure sounds like... Oh. Wait, what the heck? Oh my god, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Are we doing the Breath of the Wild thing? Oh my god, we are totally doing the Breath of the Wild thing. And probably they do this in Tears of the Kingdom as well, but I haven't played Tears of the Kingdom. It's frosty weather. No, you're gonna make me rush through the zone because I'm about to freeze to death? No. Oh my god. Why? Why? All right. Shit. Well, shit. So we do have a bench. They did just give us a bench, so we can try and venture out as best we can. I do have my double heal charm, so I guess we'll see just how long it takes us to freeze. Oh, but there's immediately... This is Mount Fay. It is just an entire new zone. What the fuck, dude? I mean, this is kind of what I've been expecting. I've been expecting the map to just get insanely large. For this map to just not stop. And that's the sense I'm getting. This map don't stop. It just keeps going. Well, does that mean... I mean, I suspect we can go down, right? We can go down, but maybe not. Maybe it doesn't have... Also, are we not losing health? There we are. Okay, it just took a while. Oh, and when it starts happening, it really starts happening. Okay, that's, all right, so they give you a fair warning, but once you start freezing, it's, all bets are off. Well, my initial suspicion of trying to connect back to the Blasted Steps is not playing out the way I had hoped. So instead, we're getting Mount Fay. And I don't even think we've finished exploring the slab. Like, was there not more to go upward? We at least did... Oh, I almost fucking jumped in that trap directly again. This guy's gonna come back to life. Let's get out of here. Yeah, we still, I think, could go upward. We needed to go down and unlock the... Oh shit, it's one of those guys. We needed to unlock the... Come on down. We needed to unlock the bellway, but now we have... These guys are so erratic, I hate it. Come on. It's like you have to jump at them first to... Oh, fuck. Now he's respawned. Now he's back to his full health. God damn it. Can I hit him with a... Well, that's actually a pretty good little pattern there. That's not bad. You definitely want to get them to commit to an attack, though. Otherwise, you're just never going to hit them. Did that thing actually start glowing with more... light when I hit it? It did kind of start flashing. Like the gleam flies inside started getting more over anxious. Yes. Yes, I love that parry. Oh, it's so fun. It's so much fun. Oh, okay. It wasn't even on my mind that that thing might break and fall down, but we avoided it nonetheless. What is this adorable voice in the distance? Is it a flea? Might be a flea. It could be a flea be free. No. I thought for sure my parry was gonna one-shot that thing. No! Shit, we're going back out into the mountain as well. We're back out into Mount Fade. No! And these guys come back. Oh, shit. Fuck. Concerned look on face when double teamed by two rascal enemies who otherwise shouldn't give you that much trouble, but you know, when you're in the center when you're in the center of a otherwise, what are these guys called? Crawlids? The center of a crawlid sandwich. It's not a good place to be. So does this mean... So there's no way to get up through here unless there's a sus part of the ceiling that I'm missing. Which means we have to go up through the mountain. I just realized I didn't mark on the map. Shit. I did not mark on the map the fact that there were rings. Oh, there's a spool fragment here. Okay, well, I'll take that. I will happily take that and hit the road. That's good. That's a nice little pickup there. We don't have to stay too long in the mount. Now, yeah, see, there are... Oh, shit. This warden fly down here is not going to come to life on me. Oh, that is so funny how the rosaries... When you hit the floor, the rosaries bounce up in the air. I'm trying not to take frost damage here. What the f... That is so cool. I can't keep myself warm with the needle in, can I? I think I'm still going to take frost damage eventually. Okay, so, alright. So, wow, we're kind of at the end of the road then, aren't we? Other than there are... I can see there's a ring there that we should be able to interact with somehow. But we just don't have the right... We don't have the right skill yet. So that's it. That's, I guess, all there is to it in the slab, huh? That we didn't make it very far, did we? I'm hoping that it's going to be like Breath of the Wild in that you can eventually you're going to eventually get some way to counteract the frost effect, you know? Taking that frost damage. There's got to be a way, right? There's got to be a way. Doesn't necessarily have to be a way, but man, that's going to be one... I mean, games almost always... You know, when they do this sort of a thing, there's almost always a way to counteract the effect. It might be a temporary counteract, maybe some sort of tool that will temporarily give you frost resistance, I guess. We'll have to see. Okay. I think... Oh, that's... Hold on. We called the bell beast, that's fine. But what I will do is I will just note on the map, we will leave a marker, which I guess I'll use this marker for this because I'm out of ring markers. But there is a ring / grappling hook spot there. And otherwise, we will leave Mount Fae for later because Hornet is, you know, sensitive to the cold. She needs a furry cloak, as in like, as in a fur cloak. She needs something that's much warmer. That's all I meant to say with that, and that's where we're gonna leave that. Where are we going now? Where am I actually going now? I need to figure out. Are we gonna go back and use that key to get into the White Ward? Is that what it was called? I think so. We're pretty close to... I think that makes sense for us to do that. Let's check the... We're going to go back to the Grand Bellway. Man, it feels like we're getting close to, if not we're already at the number of stag stations that were in Hollow Knight. Like, this list is pretty close to the number of stag stops, isn't it? Maybe we're a couple short. Curious to see where it's going to end up in this game. Obviously, don't tell me. Okay, but back at the Grand Bellway, which means now we take our tube over to back to the Coral Chambers, I think. And now we go across to where that key, or actually would it have been quicker? Maybe I was in the right spot. Maybe I'm overthinking this. I might have been in the right spot already. It's about 6 to 1/2 dozen the other. So it appears. To just go across this way to the right. I just don't remember what enemies are in our way. Suppose we'll find out soon enough. God damn it, I was trying to pogo, and this flyer is on anti-pogo patrol. I love how you get to go, oh my god. He gets to run up the little mini step just as much as I do. Oh, that's a parry, or a deflect. Trying to get the extra silk, trying to get the value. I think there was one more extra orb over here that I could have gotten if I would have been a little bit quicker. Those guys take 4 hits, huh? All right, you are out of here, and I'm full on silk and masks, which is the way I like it. Now, did I have to go down here? I guess I had to go under here. Huh. Don't remember having to do this before. Don't remember having to go down and through this little underpass. But I guess this is the way. This is the way that we must... Yo, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? Oh, I know who it is. I know who it is. I forgot about this dude, but he's on my side. It's a friend. It's from the dude from Greymore. I don't remember his name. Oh my god, what the fuck? I don't remember his name, but it's the dude from Greymore. Oh my god. Dude, let's fucking go. We've got a friend. We've got a friend who is actually helping us out. And he does in fact have a big woodwind that he's using as a weapon as well. That's everything can double as an instrument. Every weapon can double as an instrument in this game.
Britalla.
Garmund and Zaza. Those were their names. Ho, sister, a grand victory achieved again. The haunted might of this place cannot stand against our pure hearts. Oh my god, dude, how in the world, imagine if I hadn't come this way and I had gone from the Grand Bellway up and over and down through here. I might have never even seen you. It just makes me wonder, like, how many of these sorts of interactions am I missing out on? Like, I want to get a new navigational ability and then backtrack. But I'm also anxious that there's all sorts of things that are happening in the world that we could find, like this, friends and other NPCs like Pilby. And it almost makes me want to backtrack before getting one of those new abilities. Leave us to our noble hunt, sister. The Citadel's twisted bugs still infest these gilded halls. Many are their numbers, but we shall see their life's thread severed. I'll take all the help I can get, my dude. Samia Samasa. Okay. All right, so he's just going to be roaming around the Citadel. He's on cleanup duty. Good, good, good. I'm more than happy to have the help. And we're now in the right room. We are now in the correct spot. Come on, do your charge. There we go. Okay. And now that's, yeah, this is the white word symbol, isn't it? It's gotta be. It's gotta be, because I know this was the spot. Did we even mark it on the map? We did not mark it, but I remembered that this was where the elevator was. Okay, white lock bearing a surgical symbol. Let's go. Use it. Use it or lose it. Cool. And it does open the path in this direction, so of course... Oh, that might be a bench. If we can get this guy out of the way. Or he's just out of the way permanently, and we just have a bench. And we have a friend. We have a haunted, silk-encased friend next to us to keep us company. Needlin? He's not a fan. Ooh. Okay, that's silk that was silk we could destroy, but it doesn't open up another path ahead. Okay, we've got a bench before venturing into the white ward. Anything up here? Does not appear to be the case. Down we go. Hopefully this elevator doesn't break on the way down. All right. It's progress. Now, would that elevator go down farther, I wonder? I suspect there's more of a downward trajectory to follow, but let's see what we've got here first. That is a very bright light. Can I interact with that in any way? There it is indeed, the white ward. So maybe we can't go down farther? Just goes back up. Is it possible... The doors close right away, right? This is not one of these things where we can, like, send the elevator up in order to get down below. Unless I could somehow trigger the elevator with, like, my, my curve claw. Or other ranged weapon. I suspect it's not going to work that way. No. If I had a longer needle strike, maybe this would work. But I think, okay, it's not set for you to be able to, you know, there's no gimmick here with the elevator. You're in the elevator and you have to ride it whenever you trigger it. So I guess we're not going down any farther than that, at least not through the elevator shaft. Okay, enough of me dorking around with that. Let's actually get into the white ward. The game is the game is pulling me in whatever direction that it happens to go, and this is where we're ending up. So let's see what we've got. This it does look like there's a chair in the background, maybe a throne. There's some steps leading up to that chair, and you've got that white word symbol in the background. But also you got webs everywhere, and it looks like nobody's been here in forever. Oh, look at, there you go. What were these guys called? Choristers? Or maybe they're the reeds. But one of them was sitting on a similar sort of throne. Oh, here's another one, but this one has wheels. It's like a little bug wheelchair. Oh my god. That's funny. Listen to that, just the very subtle set of maybe strings, I'm not sure, but once again, just creepy as all get out. This music track. An ornate lock mechanism with a keyhole at its center. So we need another key for this. So... Okay, is that... okay, there's more. All right. I thought, is that all there is? What is this contraption? I'm not even sure what I'm looking at here. I do not know what I'm looking at. Don't even know how to just describe it. Needle in time. Go. Dang it. Surprisingly few needle in interactions. At least this episode. What is in the foreground? All the spools on shelves? Spools everywhere. Empty spools, though. Because the thread, the silk has been leaking out of the Citadel, and all the bugs below have been commissioned and mind-controlled into gathering it. Gathering the dregs. Where the hell are we going? Where the hell are we going? I'm gonna go back real quick here, just to check for any sus walls. Check down first. Oh boy. Oh my god. These little carts that are on wheels. I can't break this, but I could bonk the cart through the little barrier there. So presumably we could get over to that room through here. Oh, you again. Oh god. How did I miss? So hard to see you. Get out of here. Okay, I can destroy them. Aha! And I can destroy that. Let's see if we can get the item here first, though. That whatever... Oh, God. I can see this shadow that's behind... There's a silhouette in that... Behind the curtain over there. Oh, my God. What the fuck? What am I see tentacles. And I don't even know what else. A Coral Commandment? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Oh my god, what the... What in God's name? It actually worked. I thought I was too early on the parry. It actually fucking worked. Okay, that parry timing is actually very, very forgiving, because both of those times I thought I was so freaking early. I love it, man. This freaking cross stitch is just beastly. Hornet is doing things with this one. We got a new Coral Commandment to turn in, and we also have these bone scrolls to turn in. Once we actually want rosaries. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah, this thing. A dreg husk. Remains of a citadel bug possessed by silk dregs. The husk will lash out wildly with the many sharp pins caught inside its thread. Yikes. I think I'll actually take these guys over the claw maidens, assuming that they don't pop out randomly. That can change, you know, if they become like the claw maidens, all bets are off. But I knew this one was coming. That one we could see coming. So freaky, but also expected. What in the world? The white ward. So they would... So these bugs would become, like, possessed? Not possessed, but... No, it does say possessed. By silk dregs. But it could be that this was, like, their infirmary. You know, like... Because these feel like, sort of like wheelchairs or hospital beds or something. And so they came down here to be treated, but maybe some of them passed away. And then they got infested and possessed by the frickin' dregs. Okay, we're passing through the rubble in the White Ward. And ending up... Oh, is this where I think it is? Not sure. I feel like there was another passageway there was at least one other vertical shaft that had something like this, where it looked like we were going to be able to open up a cross section, a crossing. But we can also navigate up. Oh wait, is this is the white ward elevator. Oh, that's where we are. Okay, so we can make it out into this shaft. All right. So that does, never mind. Exactly what I thought is possible. Now, was there actually a sus wall there? I thought I saw a sus wall there. Maybe there is a sus wall somewhere in here that I need to... It's a little hard to tell visually. Maybe I was just seeing things. Okay, but the important thing is I think there is a way under that elevator. Because now we can do what I wanted to do. I can go here. Aha. That's what we wanted to do. Very sneaky. Very sneaky. Ah, and there's our second. Oh my god. A second spool. 2 spool fragments in 1 episode? Are you kidding me? Who knows where there... There might just not be any more mass fragments in the game. I mean, obviously there are more, because we have 1 of 4 at the moment. But there may not be any more than that. Who knows? In Silksong, you might not... You may only get 7 masks, and you're just going to have to live with it. Okay, that's a... I feel rewarded for that one. I feel like we saw that one coming, so that's good. And we were able to eventually get away under that elevator, so... Worked out perfectly. Can I go up? That could be a sus. There could be a sus ceiling here that you need to double jump for, so I will mark this. We have plenty of markers for the moment. So let's mark that, just in case. But we have a way to go past this. And we can also just go down. Ooh, treasure chest? Or is it a map? That's what it is. It's a map of this area. 70 rosaries, sure. I'll pay the toll. I will pay the price because I need my white ward map. All right. It's not a big section, as it kind of felt like it wouldn't be. Kind of felt like it was going to be a smaller section. But, all right, cool. They do give you that little spot below the elevator on the map, just in case you weren't already suspicious of it. The map would definitely clue you into that. Let's go back up and check this hidden... Check this spot, which does not appear on the map naturally. What's hiding in here? Another silk eater? That's what it looks like. Yeah, it's a silk eater. Okay, I guess we'll take it. Rancid egg, get... Eventually we're gonna be going back to turn in a queen's egg to our slave, and we can get even more rancid eggs. So looking forward to that day. Oh my god, what is... We got a furnace over here? Or multiple furnaces. Oh god. The fuck? Dude, I love... Oh my god, I did not... I'm gonna need a heal here probably pretty soon, so I gotta be careful with the parries. Oh shit! Thank you, Carefree Melody. Thank you, Lucky Dice. Thank you, Lucky Dice. Did not get any bonus silk, unfortunately. But we at least do get this big old scissor bugger out of here. Pray tell, what is this thing called? A mortician, altered servant of the Citadel's White Ward, responsible for the cremation of husks and the recycling of silk from their shells. I see. So you would get these husks that would get possessed by silk, but if you could get them, if you could get to them before they became possessed, you could just throw them in the incinerator, but still somehow get the silk. I don't know how the silk isn't destroyed in the process. That's a pretty resilient silk to not just get burned up. But yeah, okay. Mortician. The Mortician's on guard down here. I didn't get a Silksong out of him. It's gonna be pretty dicey trying to get a Silksong out of this guy. Like a lot of enemies. There's a lot of enemies I might not be able to, do the job. I'm ready for another one. Yeah, I see another one there. Okay. That is so cool, man. The freaking... It's the best. I think... I don't know. Is it my favorite so far? It feels so useful. The parry just feels like applicable against every enemy. And it might be the one that I stick with. But there's probably going to be other silk skills, so we'll see how it goes. But I also do like the Thread Storm, and I'm sure the Silk Spear is also going to have its applications at some point. I was hoping I could get that to explode in your face, but that didn't quite work out. Oh, and I could even be facing the wrong way and it'll work. Dude, this thing is like the most OP thing ever. Just... Shit. No! What? Oh my god, he hit me before my pogo went off. What? That feels like that feels like I got a little cheated there. Not a fan of that. Okay, so we gotta... This is annoying now because we have to... How do we do this? How do we do this? Oh, it's actually not that hard, is it? I can just climb on top of the elevator, I think. I think? Oh, no, but there's no space here. No! Shit. So now I have to go up and... Well, okay. I'm gonna do this... This is a little bit cheesy. This is a little bit cheesy. Maybe I won't. I was thinking about saving and quitting back to the bench, but I'm also like... Man, it's just so far around. I think we can get there. It's fine. We'll get there. We'll just go the way that we went before. We need a key for this. Maybe I should mark this so I don't forget. We do need a key for this eventually. We can make it back. It's just a little bit of a trek. And I gotta go through all this business. But we leave that elevator down now, don't we? There's no reason to bring that elevator back up. I don't think so. We were probably like, I don't know, seconds away from like establishing a shortcut. We were probably just like seconds away from actually making progress and not having to go this long route back to those goddamn morticians. I could use tacks with them. I could use a little bit of tack action. And, nope, I gotta go down. Gotta go down. Gots to go down. Down, 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 and back to this place. There we go. Now, I would imagine, yeah, these guys are gonna respawn. So I gotta be really careful about my pogo, because it doesn't necessarily hit him, and it might sometimes get me hit. I might take a hit from those. Yeah, the attacks seem really good for that kind of an enemy who's going to be like walking over them endlessly. That's exactly what you want to see. Love that. Love that. Get full value out of our attacks. Get him to trigger all those if we can. Every single last one. Come on. One more. One more. There you go. Why did I do it like that? I'm so glad I got that. I'm so glad the magnetite dice saved my ass there because I did not handle that the way that I should have. All right. All right, we got a cocoon that can get us a silk fill up here. Is there any other enemy? Oh, yeah, there is. So let's use some parries so we can get value out of our silk. And then get our cocoon back. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. And then we can get one more set of parries here. Dude, that window is so wide open. Being able to hit that parry, I love it. I'm sounding like a broken record, but it is such a good skill. End of the road, I guess. Don't know why a needling would do anything with a bunch of furnaces, but... Alright, is there nothing in the ceiling up here to... I can't even clean grip that part above the furnace. So I guess up here is where we go. Up, 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 up. Waiting for the enemy to pop out at me. Where's it gonna be from? Where's the ambush coming from? Injector band. That's got to be a new tool. It's a new charm, actually. Brace of surgical pins from the White Ward. Used to forcibly insert silk deep inside a bug's shell. Increases the speed of binding. Hey! We've got a quick focus charm. Okay. That combined with the multi-binder could be pretty potent for a boss fight. I like the sound of that. That sounds like a really cool combo that I want to try in due time. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know if I ever finished this thought earlier, but I feel like Team Cherry probably definitely got some inspiration from Miyazaki when they were designing things like the silk draining claw maidens, the random silk draining claw maidens, and also the silk draining maggots out in Sinner's Road. There's so many fun shenanigans in Silksong. I can't help but think that maybe they had a little helping hand from Mr. Miyazaki of Dark Souls / Elden Ring fame. Okay, we're dropping into a boss room. Oh my god. Okay, no, but we're dropping into hot. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's fun. We're actually in the furnace. Yay. Just where I always wanted to be. Can I hit this? I can, but it doesn't break. I love the lighting in here with the furnace. I love how the lighting like plays with the rotor blade here. Looks very cool. Ah, I did not mean to fall down. I meant to check on the other side. Okay, nothing to find. Aha, there is something to find here, though. There's something here. Secret. Ah! Oh my god! What the actual... It's a giant one of these things. Oh my god. Fuck me, dude. Fuck me. I'd so need a parry for this. Well, maybe I don't. Unnerving to say the least. Especially when you know it deals 2 damage. Shit. We're living on the edge here, folks. Living on the edge. Jesus Christ. Oh my god, living on the edge. How did I manage to do that, man? I was about to panic out of my mind. I somehow held it together. Dude, I was in the middle, like there's a corpse here that I'm interested in trying to see if there's a pendulum interaction. And all of a sudden, I wake up the frickin'... We were just talking about ambushes. Okay, all right, heart rate is coming back down to normal-ish. Oh my god, where the fuck are we going? Oh my god, it looks just like the fourth chorus. Except maybe this is, I don't know, the first chorus or the sixth chorus, or who knows which one in the sequence this is. Needlin'. Oh my god! We all together. And that's all it says. We all together. That's the only thing it... That is so creepy. It's not making a sound. It's not making a sound, but the eyes just... Oh my god. And I love also that little touch when it comes to life. The dust that you can see that's being like shaken off of it. Like, oh, that is such a cool little detail. We all together. Yo. It's another chorus that has been chained. That is insane. Where the hell are we? Oh, we're going down into the underworks, aren't we? We are technically in the underworks now. We're connecting to the other side of it. This is nuts, man. That is, oh, can we not go back? Oh shit, we can't go back. Oh, are we getting this thing? We might be getting our ring ability because as of right now, I cannot get back up. Dude, look at how oh my god. The legs and the arms. I mean, we saw it before. We saw that it had like 4 arms. The big cogwork fourth chorus construct, which we can read about again. Right? Where was it? Oh, hold on. My D-pad is going off to the left because I'm not pressing it in the right direction. Where was the fourth? Here it is. Towering iron automaton. But you do kind of see the legs, although they're covered in this, what we speculated was lava before. And here's another one. And another one! Chorus Central. I heard a voice over there, by the way. Chorus Central. There is a lever up here, but I can't get up to that lever unless I have a double jump. Who's making the noise? Whose voice is that? Can't get up either in this room. But I do have a bench. Okay, we'll take the bench. Show me my map. Show me what I'm looking at here. All right, we have uncovered a partial new section of the underworks. Ah, there is also a ring here. A new design for the bench as well, which I don't recognize. It's not a bell bench. That's for sure. Oh man, there are just so many ways to go. Let's check here. Okay, there are just like some beast shards down here. Ah, because there's a stash of shards. Cool. Cool. Our shard cap is now up to 700. I think we got that expanded last time, correct? By our roach hunting quest, if I remember correctly. So many ways to go. So many things to do. Had a feeling we were activating a vent. Okay. Up we go! Bonk! Are we connecting? Are we gonna connect back to... Yeah, we're now in that big room. That big room that we got a preview of before. Which I don't necessarily... Oh man, I'm just being torn. I'm being torn in what direction I want to go. Okay, can I get your Silksong? I can! I love it. Work Eternal. Lift it, fix it, me. Kind of the same song as that first cog worker. Which is not unlike the previous pattern that we've seen. Similar enemies share a similar song. Oh, I can deal out one hit, one hunter strike. Wait, no, it's a new one. We'd never killed that enemy before, so it's a new entry for the Cogwork Underfly. That thing died in one hunter strike. Love it. Small automaton built to work without complaint in the scorching heat of the Underworks Cauldron. All right, so might not be a bad idea to equip the fire protection charm. Could be a good way to go. Man, they just die in one hit no matter what. Doesn't even need to be a hunter strike, huh? Okay, fine with that. Fine with that. We're finally on the other side, though. We are in the cauldron. I cannot get to that lever just yet. Can I, This one looks like it's gonna burn me instantly. This platform, I do not think I want to be on it for even one step. We're going way down to the bottom. Ooh, this one looks like it's got an explosive. Yep. I was like, we're gonna curve claw this one. I'm gonna keep a healthy distance from the Cogwork Hauler. Small automaton with a shielded shell intended to carry loads of dangerous flint flame. Yeah, it looked that way. So... So this lever here, I'm gonna have to somehow get to the other side of that wall. I don't think I can get there from this room. New enemy. And does that mean we can get a new Silksong? To mend. Shells bend, shells break. We're getting a double Silksong here, so maybe we're getting a double Silksong. Let's see if we can get you out of here. So I don't have conflicting songs. Rest and fade. See us faithful. The little flails that they do. We were chosen. Though through duty, purity. Okay. Not the strongest bug in the world. But it is a new entry. I think it's not. Oh, that was not a new entry. What was that then? We've faced that enemy before? I don't remember. Oh, it's an Underworks enemy. That's right, the Underscrub. Okay, I forgot we are back in the Underworks. And these guys have the little Underworks hats. Okay, there we go. Oh, game, please... something is going on here with my frames or something. I don't know if this is coming across in the recording. Frame rate. What is happening here? Let's see if we can get to another room. Something has gone completely haywire here. I don't know if it's because I've been recording for a while, but usually this does not happen even when I go a little bit long on the recording. So I don't know. If we're gonna try to zone out and zone back in and see if that makes a difference. just going to a different room. Yeah, okay. So... Okay, I don't know what happened there. That was weird, though. I did have a feeling that these guys would all respawn as a result. It's possible that we might be able to get down to... We might be able to go down here. Because there was this passageway downward. There was also this little crawl space, but this was just the shards that were down here, right? So that's... What I think I want to check is going down here. Aha. Oh, there's a shiny that we can't quite get to. But maybe this gets us to the other side of that wall? Yeah, that's what it looks like. This is how we get here. Get that open. Oh, it actually... Whoa! Oh, it establishes a... Oh, we can actually now navigate. Oh, that's actually very convenient because now there's a fast... Oh, no! Okay, that's fine, though, because there is actually now a lever on this side that gets me back. So that's fine. So I have a pneumatic tube, and it's relatively close to a bench. So those are both good things. It's actually good that retracts, because otherwise I'm... being able to navigate up and down in that chamber would be a little bit more difficult. There's got to be a trap here, right? What? What is this? What is this here for? What? What? I swear sometimes I'm so confused by the existence of a particular area. I see the dead bug here. And I feel like that is supposed to signal a trap. And yet I am somehow walking out unscathed? What? Confusion, to say the least. Actual confusion. Okay, well, we've answered the question there on how that connects. So now we go and... I'm just gonna go ahead and rebench then. Like, all these enemies basically respawn when we leave the room. So let's just rebench so we get our map filled in a little bit more. And now we can head down to the bottom of this area. Ah, fuck. Nope. Shit. Okay, alright, that worked basically how I had planned. Alright. Oh my god. Okay, alright, I was... I didn't exactly know what was going to happen with those guys, but I was kind of hoping that they were going to be on a detonation fuse. There was only going to be there was a limited amount of time before they were going to cash in that flint, not flintstone, but flint flame, whatever it's called. Shit, there goes my platform. Let me bring it back here, maybe by leaving the room. I should probably have put on my fire charm. That probably would have been the better course of action. Or we could just people run. Ooh, that was 3 damage. Jesus. Okay. We're gonna heal. That was 3 damage. Oh, that goes away. No. Well, okay. I was kind of caught between a rock and a lava place there. So I guess that was about the best thing that could have happened, considering the circumstances. Huh. Okay. Nice knowing you. Rest in lava. The sight, though, of those multiple choruses, the multiple automatons. I guess they would be automata? Plural? Oh, shit. Why does this little cubby hole here exist? So many questions! Oh my god. So many mysteries. I feel like I'm definitely at that point with this world where there is so much going on. We have explored so much, and I feel like I know the world. My command or my knowledge of this world and all the places that we've been so far, I have so little command over that, especially compared to where I'm at with Hollow Knight at this point. So I'm getting this, like, man, it's going to be so exciting to go back and do all the backtracking. Eventually. There's also this path to the left here. Maybe we'll go here first. Maybe. Maybe we will. I don't think I went this way, did I? I think this must lead us to that other shiny, right? You've got to be kidding me. Fortunately, I have a heal. And fortunately, that guy decided to suicide himself back into some lava, so that worked out okay-ish, but I probably shouldn't have tried to dash through when I knew that guy was going to be dropping out of the ceiling. Okay, you can just knock those guys into lava. That's good. Craft metal. And maybe an ambush. Yep. I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Oh, I don't have enough parry. I tried to parry and nothing happened. No, my god, fuck. Oh, I don't think I'd ever tried doing a dash Hunter Strike before. Oh, I wonder if that's even extra powerful. Maybe, maybe not. Gotta get our craft metal though. I did not even pick that up yet. Would that have actually, don't answer this, but I wonder, would that actually, if I had somehow managed to die after breaking open the craft metal, they wouldn't despawn that, right? They would just bring the craft metal back to where you could knock it out of the wall again. But fortunately, we survived the ambush. Craft metal get. All right, so we made it through. Made it through the little secret room. Secret room. Side room. There is a way to go here, and I think that is where we have to go, because up here, there was just the silk that we already picked up. So we go this way. We're heading here for another encounter with a chorus, aren't we? Maybe, I don't know. We already got the preview of the choruses. Oh, and now there's now another grappling hook interaction spot. There's so many of these rings. Yes. 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 Oh, it's actually not reacting to the needle end? No, it is. It just took a while. Forgotten. It's probably the same song that we've gotten before, but I have to be patient. So exciting. New ability time. Wait and sleep. Oh, it just gives the one line before you have to start doing the needle in again? Is that how that works? Wait and die. Through ages. I mean, without going back to check my notes, I don't remember if these are the same lines that we've had before, but I have to assume that they're going to bear a lot of similarity, if not straight up being identical with previous lines. We have a new ability to get. I feel like I've been waiting for a while. I know we just got cross-stitched, but there's just something about the unlocking a new navigational ability that is just that much more hype. This is the same as before. Daughter of a distant land, we who remain have waited long. Bind our strength to yours. Reclaim the future of our haunted kingdom. Let's go. Time to bind. The claw line. The claw line. Hollow Knight claw lines. Not bloodlines, claw lines. Bound the ancestral art. Fling the needle as a harpoon and launch forcefully towards it. Silk will be expended. Strike enemies to replenish silk. I mean, this is the OG Hornet attack right here. The claw line. That's like the primary move that you're introduced to in that first fight. Fling the needle as a harpoon and launch forcefully toward it. So is this going to have the ability to interact? It's also... No, it's a left trigger. This does not replace... I thought for a second I was getting a little bit disappointed because it looked like maybe it was going to replace our cross-stitch and that primary attack ability that we've got. But this is actually a new ability. Or a new... It's a new... Well... Oh! Oh, shit! I see. Okay. All right. So it does work the way... Well, does it kind of work the way that I thought? I was thinking... Huh. How is this going to work? Okay, no, it goes to the side. It goes to the side. Now, unless I can potentially... Ah, there we go. So it does kind of hone in a little bit with the ring that you are navigating towards. But then you get to hang there. Oh, wait a second. You get to do it with enemies as well? Whoa. Oh my god. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? That felt amazing. And it gives you a little boost. It's not just the rings, it's the enemies too. And ones like this that are almost just, it's an enemy that doesn't even go anywhere, doesn't hunt you down. It's like the easiest enemy to deal with. It dies in one hit. But it does that on purpose, I guess, because it's supposed to be an enemy that teaches you about using your new skill, which I immediately forgot what it's called. Yo, the claw line. Oh my god, that feels so amazing. Well, if I can actually aim it correctly. What? Yeah. Okay, so you have to be kind of on the same horizontal plane, or like you can't, I don't think you can shoot upwards. It only shoots to the side, but it does give you a little bit of like, there's a little bit of tilt, so I can be slightly below it, but it'll still like hone in. Aha! Aha! No! There's a fight! There's a fight, there's a fight, there's a fight. Oh my god. I want to pair you guys. Yes! There are iframes on that as well. I feel like there are definitely iframes with the parry. Dude, that is so cool. Get away from me. Get the fuck away from me. Okay, that didn't work out the way I wanted. Shit. Yet, and now we are a little bit fucking trapped. Shit. Damn it. Will it take us back to the Weaver pickup? It will. I was hoping it would. That would have been quite unfortunate if it did not. Let's get back. This is so... I love... No! Okay, I don't love that I can be just slightly below and it won't actually latch on, but that's okay. We're learning. No! Yeah, okay, all right, there is some finickiness. There is some finickiness here that you gotta be a little bit. Or, oh, I might not have had silk. I don't know. I don't know, did I have silk? I'm not totally sure. Because you do need silk. But the key thing that happened there is the fact that Hornet can hang on these rings, and sure enough, I remember, I can't use my map right now. I remember there's a spot, oh man, we are gonna have some fun backtracking. There's a spot either here or here. I don't remember which one. I think one is a simple key and the other is a ring that we can hang from. And that was the sense that I got when we were there the first time. That's how we opened that door. And sure enough, that is what the claw line allows. I love how this is able to interact with these enemies and can be used not just for navigational purposes, but for combat. That feels so amazing. Ah, that just feels so natural. Okay, I'd love to get one more hit here so I can get a heal. And then get my silk filled up so we can go ahead and get going with these guys. These guys are fairly easy, so let's maybe save our silk for dealing with the next group of enemies. The dash strike does take significantly longer to for it to actually God damn it. I want to heal here, but I also need to bait them into an attack. Well, I got half a heal. Okay, good curve claw there. Can I get you to give me some silk? Oh shit, get away from me. Get the fuck away. Oh, it's a big boy, of course it is. I have silk now to heal. Okay. Whew. Fuck. Not the end. Oh, shit. God damn it. I can heal. I can heal. That was the end. Oh, Jesus. The stress, but also the intense enjoyment of making it through these gauntlet rooms. That was so cool. And are we now back? Ah, we are... Were we even here before? We were here before, weren't we? Am I where I think we are? Oh, okay. Okay, we were not, no. This is in a different spot. We are sort of back where we were. We could go back up here, which is where we came in the first time. We still haven't gone to the right. We're gonna save that though for next time. I just want to do one little bit more bit of exploration here, which is navigating upward, because now I have a bench. I don't need to use the bench though. I can just go ahead and use the our new claw line. What I wanted to do was figure out who was in here, because I heard you doing your thing, and I wanted to see what was going on up here. What in the world? Is this the inventor? You're working on a cogwork automaton. Are you the one that does them all? You're one of them. The 12th architect. Master, you seem the lone maker left in this citadel. Are you my enemy? The other constructs of this place object aggressively to my presence. Oh, look at her. Dude, I was looking at the text first of all, and I had seen the name, the 12th architect. I hadn't actually looked at her face. But she's got the 4 eyes, like the big construct asking for the threefold song. I love that vocal effect. Bug Red. This is the new nickname for Hornet. Bug Red. I am a maker. Yes. Enemy. No. I am an architect. Only an architect. To build, automate is not choice. It is our nature. Directive. Cage. Ooh. It is our cage. She's doing it against her will. She's not able to escape. Maybe? You are weave type. Yes. A first child. Rare? Extinct? Or not? It does so seem. A first child. As in, like, first among bugs? Is that what it means to be a weaver? Like you're one of the very first bugs that were in existence? You see it true, Master. I bear the lineage of weavers, along with other strands, equally strange. I super love that vocal effect. The echo is just phenomenal. Then on your request, Bug Red, as directive demands, for Pharloom's first children, and our kingdom eternal, I shall serve. I shall craft. It's a shop. Oh my god. There's a lot of things to buy at this shop too. Ooh, an architect's key. If Bug Red could improve their aptitude with our implements and others like, I would offer my key to grant access to the chapel store above. This is the key. We marked where on the map we need this for. Aha, and there's a crafting kit here. Tools in my craft, they could be used to improve your own, make harder, sharper. Scuttle brace, a flexible shell prosthetic. It would enhance a weave type's flexibility, allowing evasive options. What does that mean? What does that mean? Scuttle brace. It does require craft metal, but we have 2. And, okay, there are 3 things here that require craft metal, so we'd only be able to get 2 out of 3 at the moment. The sawtooth circlet, this band of metal teeth, sharp and light fine. It could be woven within your red outer layer, a hidden weapon. As in thorns? Is that what we're... I like how it looks like it weaves around her cloak. And then the cogwork wheel. You have affinity for such radio blades. I can build upon the idea, knowledge. Make them retract. Make them force. Store. Super interesting. I think we definitely want the crafting kit. And then maybe we'll pop open some rosaries to grab one of these others. But I will think over those decisions, as this is where we will wrap up this super fun. I mean, every installment of Silksong has been super fun. But we now have, holy shit, we have, oh my god, that's not what I meant to do. We now have the frickin' claw line, and we have backtracking to do. We finally have the navigational ability that I had been so longing for to be able to get us. Where is this going? Oh, it's above her room. We now have the navigational ability. The navigational ability that we've been looking for. Oh, and then what is this? Then what is this? Oh, this is the architect's key. So never mind. We actually have another thing. We have another thing. There's something here that requires a key, but we've got something else here. This is the place she was talking about. Also, why is this little... How did I miss that? Why is this here? Why do I need a ring in this spot? That will be a question for next time, and we'll figure out what we're gonna buy from the 12th Architect. And then there's going to be some backtracking. There's going to be some fun that we're going to have either way back here. We know there's a spot. And plenty of others that I have, I'm sure, forgotten about. But I'm curious to make my way back through the world again. The Weave Nest. Potentially we could get an upgrade for one of our crests. And yeah, there's still a bunch of double jump spots that we are not going to be able to navigate to. But so many others with this new claw line, and just the combat abilities that it opens up as well are going to be a ton of fun to explore. Looking forward to all that next time. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.